Hello everyone. Today we talk about how to place a file from your Windows machines to your Hortonworks Sandbox cluster. So just to take a look at that we have to download any sandbox from Hortonworks website. If you go to hortonworks.com/download, you're able to see what option you have, VirtualBox you want to download, VMware you want to download, whatever you want to download. I already downloaded the VMware version. So once I downloaded the VMware version, I got an image file which I just need to load into my VMware player, and that just launched this terminal in front of you. So I'm already running the VMware. So if I just go to Ambari, there could be two methods of placing the file. It's already running cluster. So let's take a look at that, how we can do it from CLI mode and from UI. Let's go and see the easiest option first, which is the UI. So we already log into Ambari, which has been provided, and that Ambari information you can find it out from Hortonworks cluster. If you go there, it will give you that if you want to load that Ambari, you have to type in 192.168.106.129, but it will load this page in front of you, which gives you, if I try to load it like this, that it will load my Ambari. So then on Ambari you just need to go file views. File view give you the Hortonworks cluster whole directory structure. Then you just need to choose that inside user. Basically, either you should create a directory structure with your requirement, or I'm just putting that file under my root user. So you can just create another folder, whatever you want to create, you can get it done. But we'll try to upload one of the file here. If I just see that this file should not be there, if you can look at that CSV file is there. CSV data1.csv was there. So I'm loading XLS, so it's loaded. That's done from CSV side. So if I just go on CLI, that whether I can check that is it available on to me on from CLI. So let me connect that, and for going to CLI you just need to do it, read that option to do SSH 192.168.0.129:42. So if I go there is the same address. Connect, give root your login and password, whatever. If you are not using root, I'm using root here. If I do pwd, it will give me the directory. So if I do ls, it's give me the node of Hortonworks. Node of Hortonworks mean that it's the node. It does not give me the HDFS location file directory structure, whatever the HDFS. So for HDFS we have to know that we have to run this command. We need to remember the path, which we did it. We selected root, user root. So if we see that the time is what it is, and right now we loaded that file, and this is the XLS file. We did it. So we are good with UI option, placing file inside HDFS on an Hortonworks cluster. You can do same step for any Hortonworks cluster using UI of Ambari. But in case of doing the same step with CLI. It might be different. You might have access direct to Hadoop node, but here we does not have direct access to Hadoop node. We have to connect through Windows because my VM is hosted on Windows machine, and I have to import data from Windows to, first of all, the host of Hortonworks node, and then from host to Hortonworks node, and from Hortonworks node to HDFS. So we will do that steps. Let's take a look at that on Windows. What we have to do, we have to install a SFTP client, and then we can do that with SFTP or SCP client. Any client you can choose, or FTP client, so which do allow you to connect with port 22. So if I just take a look at that I have configured the IP of that 192.168.0.129. So why I have configured that, if I just go back to my original screen, it's gave me 192.168.0.129. Now let's try to connect with WinSCP. If just to remind you that this root password is of same one which is being given by Hortonworks in start, because once you load VM and you try to log in with the root password which is given by Hortonworks, that is root and Hadoop, you change your password, and once you change the password, it does not change the host of Hortonworks node password. So it's mean that you have changed the Hortonworks or Hadoop node password, but you does not change the host password for root. So it's mean that host password will remain same, that is root and Hadoop. So once we connect with login, it will present us this place where anaconda.ks.config is already placed. So we're gonna place a host file here, because previously we just placed these two files already there, but because if we go to Ambari, we can see that these three files are already there. So we just need to go here and see that we placed host file here. But if I just try to check that whether on CLI mode was it available, no, still it's not available on my Hortonworks node. So but on host node I already placed that, on which that node is hosted. So for what I have to do, next step I have to write a WinSCP command, which I already done that. Let's just go upstairs and write here as in host file. So when I press that, it will ask the password of host machine where I place the file, that is Hadoop. It's get the file and it's take it now there. If we check it on Hortonworks node, it's already there. Now from here we just need to write, because now it's on Hadoop node, the file is present. Now we need to place it in HDFS. Before placing that, let's check that what's already in HDFS location where we want to place user root. So if we check that, it does not give us the host file. So let's do a put command, which means that we are putting a file on our HDFS location. Try to run it, it's executed. Now do the same ls command, you can see that host file is there. So if we go to Ambari as well, and we try to check that whether it's already there or not. So there was a button also refresh, we can use that as well, but I just gone back and I can see that And if somebody want to see that location has been updated, so we can see that it's already there. So this is the other method where we can do the file placement on HDFS location. If you are hosting a VM on Windows and you want to place some file inside the HDFS.